Welcome to all you Cancerians. Welcome to your monthly horoscope for April 2014, the month of the changes. And of course we always make changes, but some months there are bigger changes than others. Now you are a cardinal sign, and it is so exciting for the cardinal signs at the moment, especially this month April, because there's so much happening with if you've got planets in Cancer. Now people who are particularly feeling what I'm going to explain now are the people who've got planets, even a sun or a moon or even a Venus or a Mars in Cancer or in ascendant around, let's say, 12 up until 15 degrees. And so if you want to know about your sun sign, these are the people that were born around, let's say, the 5th up until the 8th of July. So these are the people who will feel this energy of change the most. Now, what is this all about? First of all, the eclipse. I've made a separate video about the eclipse. So you can check it out if you want to know more about it, if you want to understand more about the energy. Check that out in the link below. But the very main thing about the eclipse is don't jump to conclusions. That's the main advice considering that whole eclipse. Don't jump the conclusions. So if you are someone, if you are a Cancerian who has a quite impulsive nature, because maybe you have some fire planets in other, as well, then mind that. Take into consideration that whatever is happening and triggering you, that you don't jump the conclusions too fast, you know. But when you are someone who really has got quite a deal of good discernment, it won't be a problem at all. Now I'm going to talk about three things here. First of all, the Mercury-Uranus conjunction, then the Grand Cross, and then, so the trigger, the whole thing going on, and then the planet that smooths out everything, which is going to be very good for you Cancerians. So first of all, what's the trigger? Because as we have a Grand Cross now, and in simple words, this means that there is tension going on, and especially for signs like you, tension of a building up of situations, in general, of situations that you feel trapped and that you feel I have to change, but you know, something, or because of some situations I can't change, and there is a building up of tension. This is the square, a building up of tension, and this is therefore a reason, because for you to break out of it and to say, I have my own individuality back, I have my liberty back. So that is actually what's happening. It's there because a lot of Cancerians, especially those with those degrees, have been building up too much and have been staying in the same situation that is not healthy. And now is a good time to break out and to go from there. So the trigger of this Grand Cross is Mercury-Uranus. Now Mercury is a planet of communication, planets of our thoughts, and Uranus is an energy that wants to liberate itself. It wants to find solutions, it wants to get you out of that trap. And this is all happening in the highest piece of your chart. So it's happening in your 10th house. This can be different scenarios. Let's say you're out of a job and it's been going on for quite a while. This position of Mercury and Uranus can really wake you up and say, hey, I've had enough of it. I'm going to do this or that. And you start being very active. And taking responsibility. So it could be that you really you had enough of it. You have a wake-up call, but don't jump to conclusions. Maybe you have been on the dole, or how do they say that? And they're going to lower your income, and suddenly you wake up. I've got to do something. So prepare yourself for doing different steps. For other people, maybe they are not content in the situation that they are at their current job. So here the advice would be, especially when you are impulsive, don't throw it away like that. First start looking for another job and then throw it away. If you can, of course, but sometimes, and I talk out of experience, I haven't always done that. And sometimes we really must do that. We have to leave another job before we can put energy into a new one. But the advice here is don't jump to conclusions. So work towards your future instead of throwing away your future. And but again, I think Cancerians can do that. It's a water sign and it's more of a receptive sign than, you know, if you would be a fire sign. So whatever it is, the trigger is work. The trigger is work, or if you're not in a position that you work, the trigger is what you want to do in life, your goal, what you want to, what you want that other people see you. This is kind of triggering you to get you out of your comfort zone and to make the necessary changes in practically all key areas of your life. That is the cardinal signs. They're meeting changes now in all key areas of life. What is key areas of life? It's you and relationships and your home and work situation. So a lot is going on for these Cancerians. And it is a month of a sort of a climax now. Now the good thing that is going on is that the eclipse of the sun, which is happening at the very end of the month, and not going into it too much, is in Taurus, and that is nice energy, Taurus and Cancer. So you do have this new moon, this new moon in Taurus, which is good for you, and it means that you can. But that's only the energy at the very end of the month. So it could mean for some Cancerians that new aspirations are coming in. And that is good, especially when you have been lacking of hope and lacking of new things coming into your life. New things can come into your life because you are finishing up others that are not working for you. Or new friends coming into your life. Could be the case as well. And then the last thing that I want to mention is Venus. Venus is in Pisces for like the whole month, and this is good because it's a fellow water sign and it's a very powerful Venus, and this is in your 9th house. So if you can, go for a trip, go for go for a holiday if you can. If you cannot, go for something cultural, do something cultural, study something new, expand your mind, because the 9th house is the house of the mind. So, and this will ease you, this will, whilst all this tension is going on, and all this energy that is quite unusual, there is this Venus in the 9th house, which means that you can ease yourself through maybe literature, even maybe philosophy, reading books about that, or going to an event that broadens your mind. It's also the house of the higher consciousness, of trying to connect with something that is higher than you, which is God, or which is the universe if you don't believe in God. Try to connect with that, and it will really calm you whilst all this might be happening in your life. So that's very, or someone from abroad, a connection from abroad can really have that nice energy and can really help you through the changes that you are going through. So thank you for listening, you nice Cancerians. If you want a personal reading, get in touch. Wishing you all the best and see you next month. Bye bye.